I'm live according to YouTube. Hey, if you guys are in there, pop in. I always say that right at the beginning. I'm not going to do a long live stream slash podcast slash palmcast, but they always end up being longer than what I anticipate. Um, and it is getting close to dinner, and I know dinner is going to be soon, so I'm not going to keep it too long. It's 5:11 p.m. Pacific time. Temperature out there is a cool. I think it's around 10.8 degrees. Oh no, sorry, 11.8 degrees. So just about 12 degrees. Still too cold. Still way too cool for this time of the year. And we had a really nice, we had a beautiful day here today, but now it's clouded over. And there was actually a light shower out there earlier. So, but we missed it. We were in town. It wasn't raining when we were in town. We got up here and the roads were wet. So we know we had a shower. Anyway, the garden likes it. Garden is absolutely thriving. Loves this time of the year. Um, the good thing about this time of the year, I don't have to. Well, the good thing about this crappy weather. Uh, hey, Ucho, good to see you in there, man. And I will do an update on the bananas for you. They don't look very good. They look like crap. Honestly, I can see one poking up right now, but they took a hit pretty good. It's funny, my buddy on the backside, he lives on the road around the backside of us here on a gravel road, and his bananas are huge. I mean, he wrapped them up a lot better than what I did, and he just did the trunks, and they got leaves already a few weeks ago. They had leaves sticking out of them, so I'll actually have to do. I'll have to get up there sometime and do a video of his bananas, and I will do one for you. They don't look very good, ours. I just ordered Musa Baju in a 4-inch pot. Cool. Whereabouts you get that from? Is that like an eBay thing? Or I'm curious. Is it eBay? Or did you get it from like a nursery? And whereabouts are you anyway? I forget where you are. William Lightfoot, hello. Good evening to you. Amazon. Okay, cool. They're selling bananas on Amazon? Wow. That's pretty awesome. I had no idea. Yeah, good evening there, William Lightfoot. And Ucho, I'm pronouncing that right. Jacob, I rooted some Fatsia japonica much. Oh, wow, they grow really fast here. Did you see my video I uploaded on Fatsia just the other day? I mean, we have trees of them. I look out my second story window here and I'm looking at Fatsia trees. We have so many of them in our garden. They grow really, really fast. I also got some seeds. Oh, did you get some seeds? Cool. Yeah, I sell seeds on eBay. I sell Trachycarpus fortunae seeds. I think I have some hybrid seeds left. And I sell seedlings. I sell palm seedlings on eBay too. I've been doing it on eBay, I think since 2008, somewhere around there, 2007, 2008. And but selling palms a lot longer than eBay's ever been around. I just started selling them on eBay at that time, right? So, and yeah, cool. They're pretty easy to root. I got a bunch on the go right now, Jacob, and I've grown lots from seed. I've grown a lot of Fatsia japonica from seed. I've collected from our trees here, and literally our Fatsias, our trees. Some of them are 15 feet tall, and they're beautiful. I like them. So last year we had that heat blast at the end of June, and it really beat the living crap out of some of our Fatsias, especially the ones that were in more sun. And that heat dome we had late June last year was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and Fatsia don't like it. Fatsia also don't like to be in full sun. Have you ever grown musa? No, I've never grown that one. I hear about it a lot, and I've heard of itinerans. I've grown sycamensis, Helen's hybrid, velutina. Oh, what else? Musella laciocarpa. I've tried a whole bunch of different ones. Musa Baju's been the best for me, but this past winter, like I say, they took a kicking. End of December, -8 degrees Celsius where they're growing, and they did not like that very much. And like I say, I did wrap the trunks, but not good enough. I probably should have put an extra layer of bubble wrap on it, but that's life. And I'm almost thinking of getting rid of just digging them out and planting some palm trees there. We'll see how good they look when they come back this year. It's been really cool. It's been unseasonably cool here, and I'm waiting for the warmer weather to come. Like I got plants I need to put outside, seedlings. Like we grow a lot of tobacco. Got a lot of Virginia gold tobacco and Hopi Indian tobacco that needs to go outside before it gets too leggy. Howdy there, Andrew, and good to see you in there. Maybe try buying another one if they don't come back. Yeah, no, you know what I'll do? No, they are coming back. I do see one coming back, and I think it's just a matter of time. I was watching your Ciroc lawn growing videos. Temperatures. Did you germinate the seeds at? Well, I germinated them in the greenhouse, I think, and it was so long ago when I germinated those palm seeds. I don't really remember. I'm guessing it was probably in the mid 70s temperature wise, maybe 80s if it was in the greenhouse. Could have been in the 80s too, 80s degree Fahrenheit. If I germinated them in my house, if I did them in the baggy method, because I don't remember exactly, it would have been room temperature in the house, probably about 74 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Yeah, that's the Andean Wax Palm. And I do have them in the greenhouse right now. But you know what? They're definitely not a long-term palm here. I see what happened to our mountain coconut. The Parajubea torrellii got the crap kicked out of it in December. It's growing. I mean, it's definitely growing, opening up fronds. But you know, it's funny. The Jubea chilensis lost its center spears, and right beside the Jubea chilensis are two Trachycarpus princeps seedlings, and they're fine. But the Jubea is toast. So no more Jubeas for me. Also, as someone who just ordered my live plant, I need to know something. What time of the year does the fruit come in? Live plant. What time does the fruit come in? Are you talking about Trachycarpus? Well, where we live, I harvest Trachycarpus seeds in December, January. I mean, I can even harvest them in February, but I start harvesting about mid-December, the Trachycarpus fruit, right? The seeds, the fruit. And then like I say, I sowed lots in the greenhouse. No musabaju. They start to flower here in the spring. So usually about May, you'll start to see the pod come out. And although I've seen it actually come out in the fall too, which is kind of crazy, but usually about May, end of May, beginning of June, I see the pod start to come out, and beginning of June. And you got to remember, once they flower, that's the end of the plant, right? They only flower once and then they die. So you cut the plant down and you can chop the plant up and use it for fertilizer around the club. I already bought my Trachycarpus palms. Oh, cool. Right on. Awesome. Gotta like Trachycarpus palms. No shortage of those. I'm not sure if you ever remember, but I'm the guy who was trying to germinate wash for a little bit of seeds in a bagging method. They're all, cool. Right on. 3-inch plants. No, good for you. The bagging method is actually pretty effective if you have fresh seeds. But, I had 2 baggies going in here of Trachycarpus for 2 nice seeds. Some from Zone 8A, some from one of our palms, and nothing's happening. They're just sitting there doing nothing. I got one crappy little seedling out of there. So I took the baggies and I dumped them in the garden the other day. I just dumped them at the base of a palm. They'll probably germinate out there, I'm sure. I'm germinating needle palm with baggie. Oh, yeah. I've germinated lots of needle palms in the baggie method. And they can be patient with them. They can take time to germinate, keep them nice and warm. They like the heat, and they're beautiful palms. We have a lot of them in the garden. We have 7 needle palms in our garden, and they're one of my favorite palms. Nice and hardy, but they do like heat to germinate. Lots of heat, and they also like lots of heat when they're in your garden. I had a heat pad. Oh, good. Heat pad is good. I actually do have a heat bed in our greenhouse, but I haven't used it for years. I just go with the natural heat through the glass of the greenhouse. I was in there working today, because I got to pot up all the sable minor palms into 1 gallon. We have a lot of sable minor palms, like I'm going to say hundreds of sable minor palms. So I did get one transplanted out there, and then I had to go to town. So not tomorrow, but the next day, I'm going to be working down in the nursery, weather permitting, if it's okay. And then I'm going to put all the 4-inch sable minor palms into 1 gallon pots. So stay tuned for a video. The palms are about this big now. They got lots of strap-like leaves on them, and they're from good eco types. I have blue sable minor. I have sable minor from McCurtain County, Oklahoma. I have sable minor from Warren City, Arkansas, and North Carolina. And then I did pot up all the rest of the sable cross brazoriensis, right? But anyway, yeah, heat pads are always beneficial for the real, those real heat-loving species, especially like sables. They like a little bit more heat to germinate, is where Trachycarpus fortunei seeds can get by with a lot less heat. Like seriously, I scatter seeds out there and they germinate fine just outside. My Robusta is pushing out its new frond very fast. Cool. It's 17. Oh, cool. 17. Yeah, it's warmer there than here, man. It's 11.8 here right now. Current time 5:21. It's still not warm enough for my liking. I did actually have some shorts on there a few weeks ago. We had some really nice weather. Then the weather just turned cold. And somebody said to me, and I was at the market the other day helping Wendy set up, and I said, this weather is really cold. And he says he follows this thing on the internet, and it shows him where the volcanoes and how many volcanoes are erupting around the world. And he said there's like 50 volcanoes erupting around the world, and it's pushing ash up into the sky, and it gets into the jet stream, and it pulls it over certain areas. So certain areas are getting cooler weather, and other areas are cooking hot. So it's been abnormally cold here over our Gulf Islands and the Pacific coast of Canada. And I remember a spring like this, and it was due to there was a big one erupting on a big volcano erupting in Iceland, and it pushed so much ash into the sky, the atmosphere. I guess the sun's rays couldn't penetrate through properly. So anyway, maybe that's what's happening. I haven't looked into it. You guys can look into it if you want, but it does make sense to me because you think about the fine dust from a volcano. And I have volcanic dust from the Mount St. Helens eruption. My buddy lived down there, and he sent me some back in 1980. And it would kind of filter out the sun. Your spring was similar to ours last year, probably slightly. And he had a terrible spring. Yeah, it was. I don't remember what it was like last year, but it's not good this year. It's just very cool. It's the 9th of May right now, and it's very cool. It's not good at all, especially if you want to grow tomatoes. I got some pot plants to put outside. I got a bunch of them I grew, so they're sitting in the living room. Tobacco, we got a bunch of tobacco we got to put outside, and it's just too cold for the tobacco. I'll tell you what we do have in the garden, though, and I should actually shoot a video, but I could shoot a video, but on Wendy's YouTube channel. Kohlrabi's up. Kale is up. Kale grows like a weed. Some potatoes are up. All the beets are up. Garlic is up big time. It's been up forever. Onions are up. Swiss chard. I think there's Swiss chard in there. That's up. And what else did we plant in there? Oh, yeah, bok choy. I think the bok choy is up too. So we have two different types of beets. So those are kind of cooler weather crops, and they seem to be, they're up a little bit, right? I'm not talking they're up maximum, but the beets are up a little bit, and the kale, the kale's up and stuff like that. I also planted some dill, and I do notice some potatoes that are up right now, but it's not good for tomatoes, squash, and peppers. You want to put that stuff out, you got to wait. Eggplants. I collected royal palm seeds in Florida that I want. Oh, royal palm seeds, cool. Okay, so that's Roystonia regia. So you Joe, if you want to ship them, and I'll do a video of them. I'll actually do a video of those seeds when I get them here. If you do that, I always make sure you put on the package indoor use only. That's what you got to put. So custom seeds, that tropical plants, tropical seeds, indoor use only. That's what you put on there for indoor use. And they seem to slip through okay, right? If you're in Canada, it doesn't really matter. But if you're in the States and you want to ship stuff to Canada, like all my sable minor seeds and stuff like that come from the States. But that's what you always have to put on there. You got to trick those guys at customs because they're getting picky. I got over 38 humid to drop Myrtle. Whoa, wow, that's 100 degrees. Myrtle Beach. 38C here in humid subtropical. Yeah, well, lots of nice palms down there, man. Lots of nice palms in Myrtle Beach. That's the place to be. You know what? I actually could probably relate to that right now. Maybe minus the humidity, but I'm ready for some heat, man. I am ready for some warm weather. I am just, I walk outside and I have my sweatshirt on, which is fine. I should be wearing shorts and flip-flops and this outside. And actually, I did have a T-shirt on a little bit today because I was working out there. But most people are wearing big sweatshirts and jackets. And at this time of the year, that shouldn't be happening. People should be walking around. Women should be wearing their sundresses outside. Put it that way, but they're not, right? But anyway, 38C is pretty hot. We last summer we got very hot, and it wasn't good. We had low humidity though. We were 42.9 C, 42.9, so it was 109 point something. I was thinking about Arthur's ice cream. I was thinking how to smuggle. Well, you know what? A friend of mine in Arkansas, the Razorback State, actually shipped me live banana plants. He washed all the soil off the roots. He wrapped them in wet newspaper. They're Musa velutina. My buddy Austin in Arkansas shipped me live plants. I've had live plants shipped from Tennessee, Live plants shipped from California, but you got to make sure they're bare root if you're not going to get them inspected. And you put indoor use on them, right? I was thinking we've got Meadows, Phoenix. What? Oh yeah, there's so much stuff grows in South Carolina. Like we have 20. Oh man, that's warm. I don't know what our forecast is for next week. I got to go look. I'm going to go look at our forecast for next week. I have a feeling it's just cool and crappy. But once the high pressure locks in, then hopefully it'll stay, right? It usually does. So I'm going to post our forecast. Okay, our forecast is it doesn't look good, man. It looks crappy. It's like, what's going on here? I want to be in Hawaii. That's where I want to be. So, you know what? The good thing is our garden loves it. There's our forecast right there. Finally getting above 60. Yeah, well, I'm seeing rain for next week and just more cool temperature. I see a high of 16, but that's not that great. Should be in the 20s, man. 20s degrees Celsius. But that's just the way she goes. You know what? Complaining about it here is not going to do anything. It's like me complaining about the price of gas. I went into the gas station yesterday, and it was 207.9 a liter. And today it's 209.9 a liter. So basically, it's 210 a liter. There's roughly nearly 4 liters per gallon. Okay, so we're paying for the cheap gas over $8 a gallon, about $8. It's around $8 and something cents a gallon for gas here on Salt Spring Island for the cheapest grade of gas. So, and me complaining about it ain't going to make the gas prices go down. It's just complete ripoff. But when the price of gas goes up, then the price of everything else goes up, like food, palm trees, and I'm not buying any more palm trees. I'm done buying palm trees. We buy the odd plant for the garden, but our garden is so full. We have thousands of plants in our garden, so we really I don't need any more palm trees. I'm done experimenting. I'm 58 years old. I've been experimenting with plants for years, and I used to experiment with palm trees long before a lot of people experimented with palm trees. So I've experimented with so many different types of palm trees, and unfortunately watched a lot of them die in the winter. And I don't really want any more experimental plants for the garden. So basically just sticking with Trachycarpus fortunei. We have sable palms out there. Jubaea's toast. Butea lost its center spear. I actually uploaded a video on my wife's YouTube channel today about our Butea. So if you go to Gulf Island Rock, actually I'll post a link on here for you. Let me post a link on here for you, and we'll get this video for you, and you can watch it. I did a video of our Butea, and the palm itself doesn't look that bad, but it does have it did lose the center spears, right? So, which kind of sucks. Let me find that here, folks. Sorry, bear with me. My channel. And let me find Wendy's channel. Gulf Island Rock. And there it is right here. So I titled this one. Let me put that here, live streaming. Here's a link to the video I shot for Wendy's YouTube channel. Right there. That's on our Butea. So, the problem is when we get a freeze here, we get a bad freeze here on, why didn't that go on? There we go. That's kind of weird. Why didn't that go on? Oh, there it is. Okay, there it is. Sorry. There's a link right there. Greetings from Boise. Glad to get. Oh, cool. Boise Gem State Tropics. That's cool. I like that name. That's a good name. The seeds I collected, Joe, have been probably sitting in the ground for months. So you never know. Put them in some water. Seattle finally getting above 60. Cool. Yeah. I mean, we've been at around 60, but still needs to be warmer. You know what? Put them in water. If they sink, generally they're no good. Or no, sorry. If they float, they're no good. And if they sink, they're usually pretty good. So sink, good. Float, bad. That's how you can test your seeds out. Right. Did I show you something cool? Gem State Tropics. I just have to show you this. This is a piece of quartz. And I don't know if I showed it last live stream, but a guy at the market gave me this, and he digs them out of the ground just like that. It almost looks like a piece of glass. And this is from over on Vancouver Island. He found a quartz vein or quartz pocket, and tons of chunks of quartz he brings out, and they look like they've been cut, some of them, but they haven't. That's the way he pulls them out. Virginia Judd, hey, you're in there. How's it going? Hey, I haven't seen hey Virginia, I have not seen Jay for a long time at Beachside. So I have 2 Pindos both in pots. Can move them out inside. Yeah, you can move them inside for bad freezes. Good plan. Ours was in a pot for several years. I moved it into the tiki hut. It was fine. I plant the thing outside and end up losing its center spear in that freeze. So it's freaking toast. How's it going, Shane's in Virginia? Good to see you in there. Virginia, by the way, folks, say hi to Virginia. She's a friend of mine, and she's a local gal. She's lived on Salt Spring for a long time, and now she lives over on the Big Island. It's going to be 89 Fahrenheit. I'm envious of you. 89 Fahrenheit. Well, Virginia, when she was on Salt Spring Island, did paddleboard rentals. She'd take people out paddleboarding or rent the paddleboards, and it definitely hasn't been warm enough. Well, I mean, I guess maybe it has if you wear a wetsuit, but for me, it hasn't been warm enough to do any of that stuff. 30 Fahrenheit coming to 30 Fahrenheit. Ooh, that's cool. It's going good, Shane's Palms in the UK. Going really good. But like I say, it's going to be better when it gets a little bit warmer. I'm not going to like watering the garden, but right now, the bonus is I have not had to water the garden because with the cooler temperatures and we've gotten some rainfall, it makes it look like a freaking jungle out there. And that's a good thing. But, when the high pressure system locks in and the heat comes barreling in too, and then it's nonstop watering the garden because we live on a rock, and Virginia knows that too. A lot of Salt Spring Islands is a rock. That is actually a really cool piece of quartz. So that's from Duncan on Vancouver Island. And the quartz I have from Salt Spring Island looks completely different. So that one there looks like a chunk of glass. And this stuff here I have from Salt Spring Island is more, that other stuff is more translucent, and that's more of the white quartz from Salt Spring Island, right? And then there's kyanite too. I got some kyanite, which is supposed to be pretty cool. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well out there in YouTube land. I'm doing very well. And even more so now that I've retired. I've been retired for 6 months, and it is freaking awesome. I just love it. I like being retired. And I bumped into somebody in the store today, and they were kind of shocked. I was like, what? What do you do with yourself? I got lots of things I do. I got lots of things to do. I purchased a 4-5 foxtail. Wow. Wadishia bifera cata. Zone 8B. It's going to be in a pot. They had them, at Home Depot last year, but I didn't get one. It's like amethyst quartz. Yeah, it's so nice. I like the looks of that. And he had some bigger ones too. But he gave me that. He says, here, take this. I says, you know what? He says, buy me a coffee. So anyway, next time I see him, I'll get him a coffee. Gem State is the nickname for Idaho. Very cool. Oh, cool. Gem State. I didn't know that. I know they were very famous for growing potatoes. I know a lot of our potatoes come from Idaho, which is cool because I like potatoes. Boiling some right now. Congrats on retired. Thank you, Jason. I retired. Well, actually, I was officially retired at the end of November. But my last day of work was at the end of October. And then I had like over a month of holidays I had to use up. So my official last day at the Parks Department was end of November. So December, January, February, March, April. So not quite 6 months, right? So I'm retired a little bit less than 6 months, but I've been off work for 6 months, right? I got to ask one. Hey, Wendy, are those potatoes still boiling? Okay, good. Just checking the potatoes. Since we're talking about potatoes, I had potatoes boiling. Wendy's making a potato salad. But anyway, yeah, retirement's good. So I retired when I was 57, and I'm quite happy about it. Wait till your Swampsonia start producing. Oh, man, yeah. Well, there are some big ones that have been in there for 20 years. And hopefully, and they are growing in shade, which is amazing. And they're fine. You see my videos on those things? They're tough as nails. Bonnet, they make you use your vacation. Well, I can use my vacation anytime I want, but no, they said you had to use them up at retirement. So I put in for retirement in early October, and they said I had to use up all my vacation time, which was fine. I had like over a month sitting there. You know what? I had 6.5 months of sick days banked too. Yeah, it was. We don't have a city here. We're not even a municipality, a capital regional district. So I work for Salt Spring Island Parks and Rec, and Capital Regional District. So a government job. And yeah, Parks Department. The trees are getting green again and the weather's taking a turn. Oh, good, sweet. That's good to know. It's very green out here, I'll tell you. It is like a freaking jungle out here. Down here, they just cut you. Oh, really? Yeah, no. They don't cut me a check here. I had to use up the holidays, but I got paid for them. I got paid for the holidays. Yeah, which was good. So I got holidays with pay. So I took a month off and I still got paid for it, which is better. So I get paid for my holidays. And then, but all my sick time went away, unfortunately. 6.5 months of sick days banked because I don't even remember the last time I was sick, and they all went away. Nothing. It would be cool if I got paid out for part of them, but unfortunately not. And it was a good job, really good job. I had a trachycarpus fortuna over prune, went into shock a long time ago. Someone based 2 weeks. Oh, good. Gem State Tropics, awesome. Well, you saw the trachycarpus video I did of the one that I transplanted in September 2015. That stupid palm has been sitting in suspended animation since the day I took it, okay? It just sat there, and I really didn't get a huge root ball with it. It was still pretty heavy. I have a video of me actually loading that thing up into the truck and digging it out back then. And I was ready to cut this frickin' thing down or rip it out. Wendy says, just leave it alone. So anyway, I marked it with a felt pen. I do fertilize it. I water it. And it's growing. It's grown. It's probably grown about that much now, which is a good thing. It's pushing center spears out. So knock on wood, hopefully it continues to grow, right? I just got some palms. Jason. I just got some palms in 5-gallon pots and keeping outdoors. How many degrees does pot produce cold? Oh, man. Okay, so if your temperatures are going to drop below 0 degrees Celsius, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's in a small pot, one night of 32 is not going to bother anything. But say you're going to get down to, say, 25 degrees Fahrenheit. The bigger the pot, the safer it is, okay? The smaller the pot, the more detrimental it is, because a small pot is going to freeze a lot faster than a big pot, right? So at 25 degrees Fahrenheit, if they said it was going to get down to that, and I had things in 4-inch pots, 2.5-inch pots to 4-inch pots, I would probably want to kick some sawdust around them. In a 1-gallon pot, a night of 25 is probably not going to bother it. It's going to freeze some of it, but still, our nursery, all our pots get healed in with leaves, and all of our palms look good. There was one 5-gallon palm that didn't make it, and I did a video of it. It actually died. The pot froze. It got down to around -8 degrees Celsius, so that's 17.5 degrees Fahrenheit, and it was cold for a week, which is surprising that all of the palms in the cold frames did very well, and they didn't have any mulch on them. They just had Lexan panels over top of them. Plastic pots, yeah. So bigger the pot, the safer you are. And I really don't take any chances, though. We heal in all our nursery stuff. And when I worked at a nursery here many moons ago, a few decades ago, we used to heal in everything for winter with sawdust, all the 1-gallon pots and 2 gallons. I grow Cordyline australis in a pot and bring it inside. Good, cool. And Cordylines are great. We have some pretty good sized ones in our garden. A lot of them froze down to stumps, like they're trunks, but they're going to sprout out. That's how cold it was. It was a cold enough winter to freeze a lot of the Cordylines in our garden. There's some that made it, some that didn't. Our biggest ones are probably about 9 feet tall, maybe 10 feet tall. They're okay, but some of the other ones around it actually froze, and there's stumps left. So, but they will grow back. I grow things. So yeah, Jason, yeah, always be cautious with pots. Palms in pots and a lot of marginal, kind of on the edge, borderline plants are less cold tolerant in a planter. And people don't seem to get that. They say, well, why is that? Because in the ground, your roots aren't exposed to the freeze. But above ground, the roots are exposed. But they can freeze a lot faster in a pot, put it that way. And the interesting thing is there's 2 palms in front of the toy store in town, and I've done lots of videos on them over the years. I grew the palms from seed. I sold the seedlings to a nursery years ago. Hey, Dallas, how's it going? Good evening. Good to see you in there, man. And cheers in 73s from the Gulf Islands. And the 2 palms growing in front of the West of the Moon toy store were put there in 2007. In 2008, we had a really bad freeze in December. Really cold, quite comparable to this one, and they didn't die. And this freeze did not kill them either. Isn't that unbelievable? They're in these big terracotta planters. Yeah, with white would you guys? Yes, he went home and he's uploaded a video already. Is wet or dry soil better below freezing? I would say dry. And good evening to Dallas in Tennessee. And yeah, check out his video. White with Dreamy Eyes just shot a video of when he was here. He's funny. Dave's a funny guy. I like him. He's a character. And we had a really good live stream here. The live stream's not the same without Dave and Colleen. It was way more of like a podcast when I had my buddy Dave beside me. And we do have him here still. He's actually, there's Dave right there. There's a picture. There's a picture of Dave right there. There's Dave. There's Colleen. She was on the podcast. There's his youngest daughter, and there's his wife, Stefania. I think that's his wife's name, or maybe that's his other daughter's name. But there's Dave right there. That's their visit. The time before in 2018, they were here in August 2018. So they stay. He stays at Wendy's. He stays at Wendy's accommodation. Wendy has. Oops, put that in there. That doesn't want to stay. Now it did. Okay, Wendy. Yeah, Wendy's got accommodations here. So, and yeah, he drove home. It's a long drive from where he lives. I should find his video. If you don't know his channel, and I'll post a link. Okay, we're going to find the latest video from Dave. The latest video is there. Latest video is here. I'm going to give you a link. Okay, there's a link to Dave's latest video when he was here presenting me with that awesome hot sauce. Man, that hot sauce is good. So good. Oh, so Jason, the question, the answer to your question, in our cold frames, we have thousands of Trachycarpus fortunei palms in little 2.5-inch liner size pots. I put the cold frames Lexan on top end of October, beginning of November. So for November, December, January, February, and March, for 5 months, they get no water. They get zero water. So they're very dry. They're very dry, and that probably helps them survive that cold weather we had. I was actually quite surprised when I took off the cold frames and I saw how good they actually looked. It was amazing because you figure palms in those little pots would freeze solid. And like I say, they were dry. So I suspect if they were really wet, they would be probably palmsicles. They would be frozen solid. And there was a few along the edge that were damp, wetter, like the Wagneriana seedlings, and I only transplanted them not too long before the cold frames went on. Some of them actually did freeze, like they popped out. Half of the flat maybe did, and half didn't. But there's only a couple flats like that. Yeah, so it's interesting. So by keeping them dry, they seem to be tougher. Jason, Gem State Tropics. Heard of someone with a sable palmetto in Virginia survived 9 degrees. Oh, I believe it. In the low teens and ice storms buying. Sables are very tough. Well, I don't know if you know who Gary Haller is. So I have a friend named Gary Haller that lives in New Bern, North Carolina, and he's a nurseryman. He has a sable palm nursery. And in the February 1989 freeze, I believe he was down to 4 degrees Fahrenheit where he is, or maybe it was even colder. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was -4 degrees Fahrenheit. And his sable palmettos survived. I believe it was defoliated, but survived. I think the Butia may have died, but the sable palmetto, I believe, survived with defoliation. And sable palmetto palms are very, very cold hardy. The only drawback this far north is the heat units. So they like a lot of heat units, and they grow at a lot slower rate up here. We do have Palm Society members in Vancouver that actually have sable palmetto in their garden. And I do have videos of them here. So next time I'm over on the mainland, which is not going to be anytime soon, because going to the mainland is very far from our islands, and it's very costly. It's a long way by ferry boat, and it's expensive to get over there. So, and I really have no reason to go to the mainland. I mean, I have my aunt over there, so maybe I do have a reason. I do have some cousins. She's going to be 100 years old in September, so it'd be nice to maybe see my Auntie Mary before she turns 100, or she turns 100. And if I do that, then I will go over to where the sable palmetto grows, and I will shoot a video of it for you guys. and you can see what it looks like. So like if you go to this, not this channel, go to my other, or this channel, sorry. I was thinking of Jungle Joe C Video Gates. If you go to on this channel and you search sable palmetto near Vancouver, you will see a sable palmetto. So anyway, it's done very well. It's been in the guy's garden, I think, for 7 or 8 years, something like that. So pretty tough palms. The one over in front of the Empress Hotel in Victoria looks like crap. Doesn't look good. It's too close to the ocean. Doesn't get the heat units. I think the Washingtonia is probably toast there too. Camarop's good. This is Trachycarpus country. All right. So you got to treat all other palms basically as experimental when you're this far north. Sable minors are hardy. We know that. Rhipidophyllum hystrix is hardy. I've had really good luck with Chamaedorea radicalis. I planted it 25 years ago, although this winter it did take a bit of a beating, but I can't pull the center spear out. I did an update video on it so you can see what it looks like. The dwarf parlor palm, it looks like it's still alive. It's growing beside the tree fern. Hydrangea shrubs. Oh, yeah, Wendy loves hydrangea. Yeah, heard of someone considering buy when sables can take. You don't really see them much, Gem State Tropics in California, but you know what? You guys get a lot of heat in Idaho, so I think I would try a sable palmetto and just water it lots in the summertime. And you definitely have the heat, like I say, you have the heat unit, so it'll put on sufficient growth. You're going to have to protect it in the wintertime, though. Definitely give it some protection. I know James Palms in Victoria, or in Ontario has a big one at his place. It's not looking that good, though. He boxed it in, and it's still, I don't know, it definitely suffered. It never, ever had a lot of fronds on it. He bought a booted, I think it was a ball and burlap one or something, came in from the States years ago. Right, thanks for that Chamaedorea video. I'm surprised. No, that's a dwarf one. That is the smaller one, Jason. There's bigger ones. That's the small one, right? And we also have Chamaedorea microspadex, and those ones definitely took a beating too. So hopefully they'll come up from the stems are there, but hopefully they'll come up from the roots again. You mulch them. Cool. Okay, awesome. That's good. Well, I did wrap mine. I shouldn't even have wasted my time. I mean, they froze down anyway this year. It was a bad winter. So they froze down, and that's just the way bananas go. I'm not going to be around tomorrow, but I might be in a very palmy town tomorrow on Vancouver Island. And if I get to that very palmy town, I will shoot a video for you guys, because in that very palmy town, there are some huge Camarops humulus palms. The entire town, from one end of the town to the other, the streets are lined with palm trees, okay? And I have videos on the town, and I was there 6 weeks ago, and I shot some videos. Huss, Tim Stone, yes, good to see you in there. Good to see everybody in there. The last time I did a video here was with White with Dreamy Eyes, and unfortunately he's not on the live stream right now. He could be eating dinner. He could be at work too. He could be getting home from work. He could be eating dinner, or he just doesn't want to be on the live stream right now. But anyway, when Dave was here, we did a 4.5-hour live stream one night, and then we did a 3-hour live stream another night, and then in the coffee shop, I think we did an hour or so. We did one at Beachside Coffee Shop, which was lots of fun. And that's my favorite coffee shop. And Chamaedorea radicals are bulletproof here, so I bought some seeds low. Oh, cool. Right on. Yeah. Well, I thought they were bulletproof here until that cold snap. Yeah, the CID piece still looks really good. You know, it's minus its center spear, but the palm itself looks good. I did put a little hydrogen peroxide down it. I'm amazed that palm still has green fronds after that winter. Me putting a bucket over top of it, that is absolutely insane in the membrane. Let's go 8B with a trunking form. Well, we fell down into zone 8B this winter. We were 9A for a long time, and we fell into 8B, high end of 8B. Yeah. I hope it helps. I poured it down the Butia. Did I pour some down the Jubea? I may have poured it. I think the Jubea is a lost cause. I think the Butia is a lost cause. And the Phoenix, well, maybe it'll come back. Look that bad. And the Parajubea Torellii is actually opening up. I did a video on that too. Surprised to hear about that. Yeah, the Jubea, I grew that from seed. That, if I bought it from the store, probably wouldn't bother me much, but I grew that from seed about 17 years ago. I got the seed from Locarno, Switzerland. I should have wrapped it. It kind of actually upsets me because I was actually shocked that went. The one at Grace Point looks okay. And then there's another guy that has a jubea on Salt Spring Island. So really, there's probably only a couple of jubeas on Salt Spring Island. My buddy Jeff in Victoria has 3 monster size jubeas in his garden. The trunk on the biggest one's as tall as me. So, and I have videos of them here. So we'll see. Wouldn't that be funny if the jubea came back to life? I'm not banking on it though. Like I say, I pulled the center out, pinnate palm, done, toast. So anyway, there's 2 Trachycarpus princeps growing beside it. Oh, also one of our Brahia armata, little one, packed it in. But the hybrid palm, the mule palm, the Butia cross Siagris is still growing. Isn't that crazy? Butia cross Siagris. And then I had another mule palm that died.
I have 5 types near Seattle, Trachycamba and a pygmy. They all stay outside except pygmy.
Oh, cool. Right on. And you're about 100 miles south as the crow flies from our island. Matter of fact, yeah, about 100 miles as the crow flies to Seattle. I had a friend on the south end of our island used to talk on his 2-way radio locally to Seattle.
The Butias are in pots, but I only bring the 20 below for 20.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. Yeah, there's actually a Washingtonia I know of in Seattle that actually survived too. Piece of Me put that on. Piece of Me 81 post pictures of it. It actually survived. He's got one. It's a nice Washingtonia.
20F Butias.
20F. Okay. Yeah, our upper Stevenson screen was 20F and down below was 17.5. You're in the same area. Cool. Very interesting. Yeah, Seattle's a great place for growing stuff. I like I say, I was there on a garden tour. I was there on a Palm Society garden tour in 1997, and I toured several gardens. And there's a lot of palm trees in Seattle. And I always known there's lots of palm trees in Seattle, but I toured some pretty amazing gardens. I think the most amazing one was Walt Rockefeller's in North Seattle. And I swear to God, it looks like I stepped into San Diego when I went into his garden.
Issue with Central London is most people review palm hardiness the lowest temperatures, but not cool. So I'm testing.
Well, you know what? Parajubea will work in London. Roxalon may work there. We know Washingtonia grows there. Phoenix canariensis grows there. London is very mild. It's maybe not smoking hot in the summer, but it doesn't get frigid in the wintertime. That's the key. And you don't have those long cold snaps. So that's what kills Phoenix palms here. People say, well, if you live in zone 9, how come you can't grow a Phoenix palm long term? Well, so our low temperature really doesn't go below 20 degrees Fahrenheit. But when we do have a cold snap, it can get down into the lower 20s or mid 20s, and you can get a week-long cold snap. So you get this cold snap for 5 or 6 days where minimum temperatures get down to, say, 21, 22 degrees Fahrenheit, and the daytime temperatures really don't go much above 32 degrees Fahrenheit. That kills the Phoenix palms right there. So a zone 9A this far north is completely different than a zone 9A in the deep south. You know what I mean? So zone 9A is where minimum temperatures stay above 20 degrees Fahrenheit in the wintertime. And that's us for years, since 2008. So we had a good run at it, and then we fell back into the high end of zone 8B here at this location. I'm not saying all locations fell into 8B. There's other locations here that are still zone 9A.
I've been looking for Chilean wine palm, Dad, but
they're so expensive. They sell them up here. They sell them at a nursery called Cedar Rim Nursery south of Vancouver in my old town, but they're super expensive. I mean, you're going to pay, he's got crated ones there, I think, and probably 20-gallon size ones. And I'm guessing they're probably about $1,100. They're really expensive, maybe more than $1,100. It's just a lot of money for a plant that may die in a bad winter. And the one at Grace Point still looks really good. And like I say, we planted that originally in 1999 at another location on Salt Spring Island. So it's been moved twice from that location to the mountain location and then down to Grace Point. And it's growing very near the ocean, right? So things at Grace Point do pretty good. The Melanoxylon acacia did not do good. It actually got its leaves fried off of it.
That's awesome. There's a house in Seattle you can see in Google Maps.
That's LA and Lucier. I went there. So when I went to his place, he had about 400 palm trees. when I got lots of pictures of his place I took. So that's Alain Lucier. He's in the Palm Society. He's in the Magnolia District, right? That's the guy in the Magnolia District. That's got to be Alain. Yeah, yeah, that's him, man. He's even got him planted along the boulevard. When I went there, he had his trunking camera ops. Oh, dude, thanks, man. Thanks a lot thanks for doing that. Gem State Tropics. I really appreciate that, man. That's really nice of you guys to do that. Thank you very much. Honestly, I never put that $ there. And that's really cool. Maybe I'll invest in a better camera one day. People keep donating. I know, I got this. I'm going to tell you something. You can see the camera lens doesn't open up all the way. This lens, guys, is super scratched. And I've had a few people comment, says, is it foggy there on Salt Spring Island? So anyway, thank you, Gem State Tropics. I totally appreciate that. And, so this camera lens is so scratched up that when I take videos now, I can actually feel the scratches with my finger. It's kind of sad. And it makes the video appear kind of foggy. So I've been kind of using, and she's probably not going to let me use it too much longer because I'll end up scratching hers up. I've been using Wendy's camera. Wendy's camera is a little bit more high quality Canon. So I've been shooting videos with this one, and the picture quality is a lot better than my fogged up, scratched up lens camera. So this is the cheaper quality Canon. And I go through a lot of cameras. I break a lot of cameras because a lot of times if I want to, I set the camera up on a rock or a stump, and then I want to get back and I want to talk, right? Because I want to narrate the video. And then, the camera's sitting on a rock and maybe a little bit of wind will come by or something, or it's not balanced properly, and then it falls. And it falls and it damages my camera or it scratches the lens. It's my bad. So I do have a mini tripod. I actually have this mini tripod, and I don't always remember to bring it with me. So that's why a lot of times I prop my camera up on things. So there's my mini tripod. So remind me, folks, bring my tripod with me when I'm shooting videos. And it actually works really good, the tripod. But sometimes rocks and stumps and piles of dirt aren't always the greatest thing to set up it's not even an expensive Canon. I think I paid $150 for it. It's a pretty cheap Canon. This is I believe my 8th camera now, 7th or 8th camera. I've broken a lot of cameras. I remember we were in Honolulu, and I was shooting a video at Fort DeRussy in Honolulu, and I had the camera set up. Need to visit if the special medicine. I like the message there. Need to visit Salt Spring Island. Oh, I got to share a video with you. You're going to really love Gem State Tropics. Let's just see. It's actually on my channel. You're going to like this one. I actually videotaped it from another channel just so people can see what's going on here, man. It's actually quite scary. And let's share this with you. Come on. Where are we? Right here, my channel. This is for you, Gem State Tropics. Okay, where are we? Bear with me, folks. Bear with me. Where is it? There it is, right there. Okay. Now playing. There it is right there. Okay, so Gem State Tropics, you have to watch this. You have to watch this video. This happened at the Improv in February of 2022. I don't know if you've seen this video, but Gem State Tropics, check this video out, man. It'll blow you away. It's a short video. It's maybe 2 minutes long, and it's Heather McDonald, the comedian, bragging about things, kind of basically bragging. Just watch what happens to her, man. So we'd get along real good, Gem State Tropics. And you know what? If you come up here and visit me, I will make sure you leave with some seeds and some palm seedlings, okay? I will definitely, when anybody visits me that's into palm trees, you've seen that one. Isn't that crazy? Karma, man, karma. I always make sure when palm people visit me, I always make sure to give them a bunch of my seedlings to take back with them. So Gem State Tropics, if you visit Salt Spring Island, I will make sure, and you come and visit me, I will give you some seedlings to take back to Idaho. For sure. We'll get you out some local Salt Spring Island seedlings. And I try to take the seeds I try to harvest seeds from really nice palms. Like I always take them from the ones in the waterfront there, from the local pub, and they're kind of blasted by wind there. I will definitely, because I have a tough time. I can't actually ship them to the States anymore because customs is so sticky. They're so sticky. They've been confiscating my palm seedlings. It's happened 3 times now on eBay, and the people wanted refunds. It's really upset. It says my palm seeds have been taken at customs, and that's just starting to happen now. So it's a sad thing because I ship palms, I guess, pretty much to every 50 state in the U.S. except Hawaii, and now they're taking the palm seedlings away. So they've taken them twice when I've shipped to Florida. Believe it or not, I shipped my seedlings to Florida. And then the last ones I shipped to it was in the States somewhere, and they got intercepted, of course, at customs, and they took them away. So the eBay customer wants a refund, which kind of sucks because I lose out. You know, when I lose out, I got to buy the envelope, I got to harvest the seeds, I got to pay for the shipping, and I got to go to the post office. So I lose out 100%. And that really does suck. So I said, that's it. I cannot ship to the States anymore. I can only ship to Canada. And I did ship worldwide. I ship a lot of my seeds to other countries and seedlings too. So it's just a shame. So if you come here, I will give you some seedlings and you can smuggle them back with you. Okay. You can put them in your pocket. So the last time I was on Maui, Wendy and I harvested a ton of palm seeds. And we clean them in the condo. We shuck them, we clean them, and I put them in my pockets. Stupid me. I should have just mailed them back because I've mailed seeds back before. So I put them in my pockets of my cargo shorts, right? And anyway, Wendy goes through the customs, not a problem. It's always a problem when I go through the customs. Maybe they don't like my tattoos. Maybe they don't like my gold tooth. Maybe they don't like my gold tooth or my tattoos. Maybe I look sketchy. So anyway, I go through, he says, you got to go through the full body scan. So I go through the full body, I even get over there. I'm just thinking, oh crap, this sucks. Because I got my pockets, palm seeds, right? Full of palm seeds. I had Wadishia bifurcata, I had Rostonia, I had, what else did I have? I said Pritchardia, I had Livistona. I had a whole bunch of different palm seeds in my pocket. I even had Areca palm seeds too. And Vicia Morillii. So I had all these palm seeds in my pocket. Of course, they show up on the scanner. So I get out of the scanner, and he says, "You got stuff in your pocket." He gives me a bowl, and he puts, "Empty your pockets out and put them in this bowl." So I empty all the seeds out, and I put them in the bowl. And I'm thinking, "Oh, this totally sucks." And he says, "What are these?" And I said, "They're palm seeds." And he says, "We have to take those from you." I was like, "Oh, what a bummer, man." I says, "You know what? Indoor palms, they're not going to grow outside. I've washed them. I've cleaned them." So it doesn't matter. Agriculture, we're taking them all. So, and anyway, and they also took away, at the first lineup, they took away my pineapple core too. I brought a pineapple core back. I had a bag full of stuff. I had a bottle, I had a float, and a bunch of things. And they took away my pineapple core. Can you believe that? They said it looked like a weapon. They said, no, they said it could be used as a weapon. A pineapple core, because it's serrated on one end. You know what a pineapple core is? You take a pineapple, you cut the top off the pineapple, you twist the pineapple core in, and we used it, a lot in Hawaii because we eat a lot of pineapple, and it's like the best things in sliced bread. So you cut the top off the pineapple, you twist the pineapple core down into the pineapple, then you pull it up, and your pineapple comes out in these perfect discs, slices. I mean, I could have left it in our condo. Anyway, I decided to bring it back with me. Of course, that one customs guy pulls out the pineapple core, and he's looking at the thing, and he calls his buddy over on his radio. He says, "What do you think of this thing here?" And he didn't even know what it was. He says, "What is it?" I says, "It's a pineapple core." He says, "Okay, well, I got to get the other guy to look at this." He calls his buddy over on his radio, his little two-way radio, and my wife's watching. Well, this is all taking place, and she's laughing, right? Because I always get stopped. And he runs his finger along the edge of the serrated edge of the pineapple core, and he says, "This could be used as a weapon. You could make a real mess of someone's face with this." This is what he says to me. And you know what I said? I said, "Yeah, if his head was shaped like a pineapple." Like that. So he took it away. He says, "We'll be taking that." And he took the pineapple core away. And then some dude comes up to me with his iPhone, and he said, some dude from Vancouver, route to Vancouver. I was at Kahului Airport in Maui. en route to Vancouver. And he says, hey, man, and this guy's all tatted up too, full of tattoos. And he says, hey, man, look at eBay, $5 or whatever. You get these on eBay. I think it was eBay or Amazon. So when I got home, the first thing I did, I went on eBay and I bought me a pineapple core, and it was under $5. So I have a pineapple core again. Just a note to you guys, don't bring pineapple cores through customs when you're coming from Hawaii. Here in the UK, you need to import palms with a phyto. Yes, so here you do too. If it has soil on it, and that's the way, it never used to be like that for me shipping my seedlings. I've shipped thousands of seedlings around the world, thousands of bare root seedlings. Okay, so what I do with my seedlings is I wash everything off. I make sure they're spick and span, wash the leaves off, run them underwater, spray them with the hose, no soil, not a trace of soil on them, and I ship them that way. I wrap them up in a wet paper towel and saran wrap or whatever, and not a problem. There's no germs on them. There's no diseases on them. There's no soil on them. I can see if you're shipping soil, they're probably worried about bacteria, maybe nematodes or whatever, insects. You do have to pay to inspect them. And I've had people, Cal, ask me that, well, can you ship me potted palms? And I said, no, I live on a small island. There's no government plant inspection agency here. There's no agriculture plant inspection agency in our island. The nearest one is near Victoria. So in order for me to get a palm, so say you wanted to buy some palms from me from Salt Spring Island, you wanted to get some, you want to say hi?
Oh, no.
No, you got to say hi. He just gave me $10. This guy gave me $10.
Oh, hey.
So say hi to Ucho.
Hey, nice. That's
or
nice.
to Gem State Tropics. He's in Idaho.
Gem. I can't see
I'll
his
show you.
name.
I'll show you right here. Right
Hey,
here.
Gem.
Right there. Gem State Tropics
cool
in
name.
Idaho.
Gem State.
Need to visit
Oh,
Salt
how
Spring
nice
Island
is
if
that?
special medicine restrictions are ever revoked.
Oh, yeah, we know.
We know all about it. We can't travel. We'd like to visit Idaho too.
I know. I was just looking at a train trip into the States, and I'm thinking,
Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love.
We can't even get on.
We can't even get on a train. We have the only restrictions in the world because of our
Messed up.
stupid prime minister. And I don't want to get into that because my blood boils. She knows how I feel about the guy running our country, ruining our country. So I'll come
Don't
up
worry,
by.
we're
And you can toss them in the boat.
We're gonna win it. We're gonna.
No, I think we're gonna.
overcome
I think
all
it's gonna. I think
this.
we'll overcome
Yeah.
all the nonsense. It's nonsense,
Yeah.
right? So, like I said, Wendy and I don't even remember the last time we were sick, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, she eats healthy.
Natural
We're
immunity.
gonna eat healthy tonight. We're gonna have potato salad. I cut up the olives and I cut up. What else are we having?
Sushi.
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 Sushi. You guys like sushi?
Sushi.
Sushi. So anyway, I'm getting back. Let me get. I forgot what I was saying. So, oh yeah. So potted palms. If you ever come up by boat, I'll just toss them in. Yeah, because we got the Pacific Ocean around us. You come up by boat, we'll throw some palms. And lots of boats from Seattle come into our harbor all the time. There's so many American boats. There's so many American license plates, Washington State license plates on Salt Spring Island right now. Right now, there's tons of Washington State license plates. So what they do, they'll drive up and then they'll get the ferry over through the San Juan Islands from what's the town on the mainland that takes you to the San Juan Islands? I forget the name of it. Anyway, it's south. It's north of Mount Vernon. It's south of Bellingham, and not Port Angeles. That's actually south of Victoria. This one's north of. You drive up I-5, not Port Townsend. Is it? No. It's anyway. It's Port Angeles has a ferry. Yeah, I've been on that one a few times because that's how I go to the Oregon coast. It's an hour and a half across the Juan de Fuca Strait. It's near Edmonds, Anacortes. So Anacortes to the San Juan. So people will take the Anacortes ferry to the San Juans and the San Juans to the ferry terminal on Sydney on Vancouver Island, which is just south of the south end of Salt Spring Island. And then they drive Swartsbury Ferry Terminal, and that takes you to Salt Spring Island, right? So that's what they do. So that's the fastest way to get to Salt Spring Island from Seattle. You could also, well, it's too far, I think, go to Port Angeles. I've been to Port Angeles a few times. When we go to the Oregon coast, we take the ferry from Victoria, and the customs is actually in Victoria. And you take it over to Port Angeles, then you drive down through Squim, and then you go down to Olympia, and then we hang a left or right over to the coast to Aberdeen on Highway 1, and then we go down Highway 1, and then it goes over the bridge. It goes over the Columbia River Bridge, kind of that gorge thing, and then it takes you into Astoria. Yeah. Kiss the babies in there. Good to see you in there. I'm a bit of south, so for me, Port Angeles. Oh, Port Angeles easier. Okay, cool. Port Angeles is quite nice. It's they're right up base of the mountains there. So you're south of Seattle. So you're Tacoma or maybe Gig Harbor. We used to have friends that lived in Gig Harbor. I've been down there lots of times, but like I say, I really can't travel anywhere now because I'm actually being held prisoner in Canada. Right now, I'm being held prisoner in Canada because of our prime minister. So hopefully things will drop soon and healthy people can travel again. So I really want to go down to the Oregon coast with Wendy. I've been down to the Oregon coast lots, and I really want to get back to Maui. I need to get back to the Hawaiian Islands. That's the plan for me. She's got enough air miles to get us there, and we just get a condo, right? So I thought it was over. No, it is, except traveling. I can't travel anywhere because I don't have the special medicine. I cannot travel outside of Canada. I cannot. Well, I probably could, but coming back into Canada might be a bit tricky. You're close to Tacoma. Okay, SeaTac. Yeah, our friends used to live in Bremerton. Bremerton, that's where they lived. Bremerton, Gig Harbor. Yeah. Well, no. According to our prime minister, it's not over yet. I don't even want to get into that guy. He's just a freaking moron. But anyway, no, there's still lots of people wearing these things on their faces around here. It's like if they want to do that, that's their thing. But it never really started for me, so it's never had to be over. Like I've never seen really any signs of a real, you know what I mean? If you listen to the news, yeah, it's out there. But if you don't listen to the news, it doesn't exist. So I don't listen to the news, so it doesn't exist to me.
Love to visit free Florida.
Yeah, Florida would be awesome. It is. It's crap, blast off. It's a joke. It is a joke. But unfortunately, a lot of people have bought into it. They've been hypnotized. I guess that's what it is. Hypnotized. I don't comply to nonsense. I want to say BS. I don't comply to BS. And to me, it's BS because I'm one to question the narrative. I'm a free thinker. And if somebody wants to go along with it all, that's their thing. I really don't care. I believe in a freedom of choice and freedom of speech. And I wish I could say more things here, but I can't because I will probably get a strike against me. I have one strike against me on my other channel, and I don't need a strike against me on this channel, because I like to say it like it is. And really, if you meet me in real life, I do say it like it is. You know what I mean? If I feel somebody's BSing me, I'll call them right out, right to their face. I don't care. Not real, never has been. Well, you're a smart guy, Mike. Yeah, my Gem State Tropics, I'll tell you what, my youngest son had it. His girlfriend had it. I know lots of people that have had it. Wendy's sister had it. It's funny, all the people that I know that had it actually have the special medicine in them. Believe it or not, the people that have had the Chinese flu. Most people I know that have the Chinese flu have the special medicine. But I do also know people that don't have the special medicine that have had the Chinese flu. And I'm saying the Chinese flu because things are censored on here. I posted something on Twitter, and are you sure you want to post this? Something comes up after I posted because I was calling some guy out, right? And I heard Elon Musk bought Twitter, and he's going to take away all that censorship crap because I do not like anything to do with censorship. I'm about freedom of choice and freedom of speech. So the complete moron that's running our country, the evil sack of you-know-what, he wants to censor the internet. He wants to censor YouTube. Facebook's already censored. I don't go on Facebook that much anymore. I put a few pictures on here and there, but I try not to go on Facebook that much because it just irritates me because it's censored, and I don't like that. If I can't say what I feel, then I don't want to be on there. And anyway, you know what? I've had people say to me the same thing, Gem State Tropics, exactly the same thing. And Blast Off is right. It's, I look at the big picture. I really do look at the big picture. So in our province, there's about 5.2 million people. Okay. And they say up to 2,800 people had the Chinese flu. Up to 2,800 people had passed away from the Chinese flu. I'm thinking, that's it? 5.2 million people, and only 2,800 people have passed on from the Chinese flu. That is a very small number. And yet, because of that, they put all these lockdowns in. I don't know, man. That don't, things that don't make sense to me is that I would have to have an iPhone to get into a restaurant and show them some special little barcode thing so I could go in there and eat. Well, I don't have that. And that proves that you have the special medicine in you. So I could go into a restaurant and eat with that. I'm not allowed to go into a restaurant because I don't have the special medicine, but I'm allowed to go into a shopping mall. I'm allowed to go into a shopping mall with thousands of people. Does that make sense to you? I can't go into a restaurant, but I can go into a shopping mall. See, that don't make sense. So I question the narrative, right?
I had the
The Chinese flu. I call it the Chinese flu, and I call it the special medicine because I got to watch what I say on here because seriously, it is censored. It is really censored.
yeah, Joe.
It's totally discriminating. And so another thing that doesn't make sense, I call her Bonnie Hitler. We have this health nurse here in our province. It seems to like making rules. She says now sporting events and rock concerts, our arenas have to be at half capacity. Okay, so like the Chinese flu really gives a rat's you know what as how many people are actually in a sporting venue. So if there's 5,000 or 10,000 or 2,000, do you think if there was really a virus out there, it would really give a rat's you know what? That doesn't make sense to me. 10,000, 20,000. So what, you're safe if there's 5,000 people in there and you're not safe if there's 10,000? That don't make sense to me. When I walk into a restaurant, when you're standing up, you have to wear a face diaper, but when you're sitting down, you don't have to wear a face diaper. So the Chinese flu only hovers around 6 feet, 7 feet, head level, but when you sit down, it doesn't hover around that level. Come on, people need to wake up, man, really. And when I go into the store today, I still see so many people wearing these things. You know what I want to do? I know it sounds crazy. I want to put a rock in it and sling it like a slingshot and pull it out and snap it back on them. Or a pie. Wendy said a pie. I said a rock, a pie. Not a banana cream pie, though. I want to eat the banana cream pie.
people were mad here about restrictions.
Oh, yeah. You're living in a good state, man. I'm mad about, like, I don't have any, there's no restrictions here. But there are people that make up their own restrictions. So you walk by the Remax real estate office and it says on the sign on the window, face diapers required to enter this office. Wendy goes to an art store on our island and she supports them, buys a lot of art supplies there. And the girl behind the counter had a face diaper on. Nice girl, says she just got back from Louisiana. So when you come back into Canada, the Prime Minister and his cronies want you to wear a face diaper for 2 weeks or something like that. Stupid. And so she's wearing this thing, and then she's telling us about the art classes they have there at night. And Wendy says, wow, I'd really like to sign up for one of those art classes, $75 for an art class. And they model. You get models, you get nude models in there, and the artists, paint the nude models. And I said, hey, I'll model because they'll pay me. They'll pay me to model. I says, I'll be one of the nude models in there because I'm not shy. So she says, and then she says, oh, that would be great. But then Wendy always asks, she's asked the lady, she says, do you have to have the special medicine to come to the class? And she says, yes. If you don't have the special medicine, you are not permitted to come to the class. And Wendy was pretty upset about that. She says, that is discrimination. Total. That's like saying, well, you're black and you can't come in. How about that, eh? That's sick that is happening in this day and age. And these are a lot of the same people that say Black Lives Matter, yet they're discriminating against their fellow man. You know what I don't like about what's going on here? And people don't seem to see that. Hate, discrimination, judging, shaming. Because you don't have what I have. It seems like these people are a little bit better than you. You got to watch, you know what? There's a good Dr. Seuss cartoon, and it basically sums all this up what's happening. It's called The Sneetches. You got to watch The Sneetches. I'll post a link on here after for you. Here in
Oregon County, Carolina, it's like nobody's ever heard.
Oh man, I want to be in South Carolina or Idaho. Yeah, South Carolina.
It's their choice when people drive around, Matt.
Oh yeah, no, it is their choice. It is totally their choice, Cal. I totally agree. I believe in freedom of choice, and all my kids have the special medicine. Matter of fact, my youngest son and his girlfriend got sick with the Chinese flu, and their roommate in the same room, in their same apartment, did not get the special medicine and never got the Chinese flu when they had it. He got it about a month later, and it was just like the flu. He says it was just like the flu. So there you go. 356 BYU. That's another place I'd like to be, is in the Bayou State, Louisiana. Louisiana is a good place to be. South Carolina, Idaho. Right now, I would like to live in the States. I would like to live in some states, not all the states. I don't know. I think the Western states are more like us. Washington, Oregon, and California, they're more like BC, right? British Columbia. We're all kind of like the same. But there's some states like Montana, Texas, Tennessee, Idaho, South Carolina, Florida. Those are the ones I want to be at. Howdy, bro.
People say my body, my choice.
Yeah, I know. And yeah, I know.
People say my body, my choice.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. I agree with you, Gem State Tropics. It just, none of the stuff makes sense. None of it makes sense.
No one is.
Oh, really? Oh, it's totally legal here, man. It's been legal for, I guess, 3 years now, something like that. I mean, even before it was legal, people were still smoking it all over the place. Every day in the park, people are smoking. Nobody cares on our island. Like, there is massive, massive grow ops on Salt Spring Island, right? And matter of fact, I did apply at one for a job, but the weather's been too freaking cool to put the plants out. They field grow it down the road for me. They have a massive indoor grow area, but they also grow, acres and acres of it outside. And you can check out their Instagram page. It's called Good Buds, Salt Spring Island. They have an Instagram page. And I swear to God, it looks like something out of a Cheech and Chong movie. The workers are standing in acres and acres of these giant plants. Yeah, you know what it is? That it's been, somebody said to me, and I said at the beginning of the stream, somebody said to me the other day, there's like 50 volcanoes erupting around the world, and they're pushing a lot of volcanic ash into the atmosphere, and the sun's rays can't penetrate through that dust, the volcanic dust. Now, I haven't seen that. I haven't looked into it. Maybe you guys can look into that. Is it true? And it does happen. I remember several years ago, we had a cool spring, and it was due to a big volcano erupting in Iceland.
Andrew, the South is much less strict about masks. You see some people.
Yeah. Well, if they want to wear them, they can wear them. I heard there's particles coming off those masks now and getting into people's lungs. So if they want to wear that, that's up to them. I don't wear one. I don't comply. I don't comply to nonsense. So actually, I do have one. It says this mask is as useless as Justin Trudeau. That's what it actually says on the mask. This mask is as useless as Justin Trudeau. La Nina. No, I thought, well, it could be that too. And global warming. Yeah. Unless you talk, who said it wasn't? Yeah, I don't know much about global warming. We need a hot summer too. Like last summer it was hot. Our summers are dry here. Very, very dry. But it could be La Nina. And somebody look into the volcano thing. He claims, this one guy talked to, he says it's volcanic ash. I never heard anything about that. But then again, you know what? I don't listen to mainstream news. I don't listen to Como. I don't listen to King. I don't listen to CTV. I do listen to Fox sometimes because I like them. They diss our prime minister. They diss the dictator a lot. And I actually like Tucker Carlson now because he's been putting down the idiot that's running our country. So I actually like Fox News. They've been saying it like it is.
Shoot, I wish global warming was real.
More palm trees. Well, they say things are warming up and eventually there will be a lot more palms, more tropical species in the north. I'm not going to be around to know about that. I'm 58 years old. So at this age, even a lot of the seedlings may be knee high by the time I push up the palm trees. King Justin. Yeah, King Justin. I call him Justin Castro. I call him I got to show. There's a funny video I got to show you guys. Oh, my God. Where was it? I got to find it. Yeah, let's just see if it's good. Somebody did it. It's a spoof. It is a spoof and it is good. It is funny. Oh, where is it? Darn. I have to find it. There are some people that don't like palm trees. You know what it is? I think it's because Gem State Tropics. I think what it is because palm trees are sometimes inadvertently pruned. And I say ruined. Kind of like the gal that was at Grace Point, the palm butcher. We call her the palm butcher. You know who she is. She would take a palm tree, a beautiful full palm tree, and cut all the fronds off of it. So there's like 3 fronds atop. And there's some moron in town that's doing it right now. And he butchered one of the palm trees I planted in front of the Chamber of Commerce. In front of the Chamber of Commerce. So on the Chamber of Commerce on the parking lot side, I got 3 palm trees. And one of them, he took all the fronds off. And if I find out who he is, I think it's a he. I'm going to give him a piece of my mind, and I'm going to tell him what he's doing wrong. And God forbid if he ever touches any of the bigger palm trees and cuts fronds off them. And some people don't like palm trees.
My friend from PJ sends me a lot of.
Oh, King Justin. Yeah.
Check out Freedom Tunes on your crime.
Oh, really? Is there Freedom Tunes? Good. Carrot topping. No, I have one here. I'm just trying to think. Where is it? Oh, I think it's on my Facebook. I think I posted it on my Facebook. Let me find it, and I'll go to my Banana Joe like page, and I'm going to find you. I have to post this. It is funny. Somebody made up this funny video of Justin Castro. I really think he is Castro's kid, you know. He's evil, the guy. He's got an agenda. He's part of that WEF, you know, the World Economic Forum. He's just a complete fool. He should be in jail, really. I call him the gangster. Okay, so let's find out Banana Joe. Let's see here. I'm going to find this. And I'll share you the link. It's very short, but it's very clever. Very, very clever. Okay, so I'm on my Banana Joe like page. There it is. That's what we're talking about. Here we go. Okay. You're going to like this one. YouTube.
I sat down with Justin Trudeau on Friday morning.
Okay, guys. You're going to love this. This is funny. Let me turn off my Facebook because I really don't like to be on Facebook much. Okay, here you go. Here's a funny little spoof of Justin Castro.
It's unfortunate two great countries.
I know. Yeah. Well, you guys got a moron running your show too. That's probably maybe that's Justin Trudeau's real dad. Check out Freedom Tunes. I'm going to check that out. That's cool. Thank you, Gem State Tropics. I will. Check out my link, you guys. You got to check out that link. She sends me the link on him. Okay, cool. Blast off. Well, check out this link I sent you guys right here that I posted. It is funny. It's a short little spoof. It's actually a news woman, a news anchor interviewing our prime minister, but it's spoofed, right? It's funny, and I have to watch it again because it is pretty silly. I'm just gonna go see if dinner's ready. Hang on, guys. Hang on one second. Is dinner ready soon? Is salad ready? Potato salad? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have some. Okay, is the fire going? Okay, I gotta check the fire. Hang on, guys. It's good. I'll send it to you. I'm gonna send that. Okay. Dinner will be ready soon. I have to send you links on Facebook. Cool. Yeah, do it. Send me the links. I like funny stuff. And then I post them, and then I'll probably get kicked off of Facebook again. Like I say, I've been kicked off of Facebook 6 times in less than a year. One time for a month, I got booted off.
We have the best patients in the world because video is great.
Isn't that good? Isn't that funny? That is a great video. And it's got a lot of views on it too. She doesn't have a lot of subscribers on her channel, but she's got a lot of views on that video. That's amazing. So that was very clever of that whoever made the video. I got to send that to Wendy. Hey Wendy, I'm going to send you a video. You got to watch it. It's funny. It's very short, but it's hilarious. And she's got like a couple 100,000 views on it. I might have sent you already that video. I think I titled it Justin Castro. Compose. Okay, so let's send you the Castro, okay? Okay, there's the link. Check it out. There we go. Gone. I just sent it to my 356 BYU going to go smoke. Right on. Well, you know what? I'm going to just check and see if there's skip coming in 356 BYU. No skip. Hey, 356 BYU. I got the right adapters coming for this, so I can hook it up to 2 different radios, my new static desk mic. So I can't wait to use this out. So hopefully when the skip's rolling in, I can talk to you on this. I got to convert this Cobra 5-pin to the DIN pin type to realistic, and then the 4-pin type for the RCI. So anyway, there's my newest static desk mic, and I can't wait to use that preamp out. Volume controls on the bottom, takes a 9-volt battery. $40 I paid for that. I think it was 40, 41 bucks I paid for that. Brand new. Not too shabby, eh? That's a beauty. Okay, so I'm looking forward to using that microphone. No skip coming in right now. I did work some skip earlier, but nothing now. Anyway, have a good smoke there, buddy. Good to see you in there. My buddy 356 BYU. He is on my video gates on my other channel. So if you go to Jungle Joe C Video Gates, and for you people that don't know what video gates are, when people are into radios like that, two-way communication, a lot of them have YouTube channels. And when they're shooting videos of them talking or people coming in from other places on the airwaves, they call them video gates. That's what they're called, gates, video gates. So that's why I put video gates on my channel. I've started shooting them about 10 years ago, video gates. So, but I added the title a couple weeks ago, video gates, right? So anyway, hey, just dropping in, Mac Attack. Yeah, I did. I got 2 of them coming. I got them on. I got two on eBay. Yeah, I got the right ones coming. It's not the same here without Dave and his daughter. That was so much fun when we were live streaming here. That was just like a riot. So you saw the video. Dave put the one video on his channel, right, with Dreamy Eyes when he was here giving me that hot sauce. That hot sauce is so good. Matter of fact, tonight, Wendy made a really good potato salad. So I'm going to put it on the potato salad. They were fun streams. And that was a 4.5 hour long live stream. That was like the record long live stream. And that was the second time Dave has been at our accommodation. The first time they stayed at the other accommodation on the other side of our property. And this time they were right below us. It was awesome. And he liked the Caribou beer. And he did bring a bottle of wine. I brought a bottle of red wine the one time he came up. So we did 2 live streams here. And we did one on Wendy's channel at the Beachside Cafe in town. We did I guess it was just over an hour. You can see it on Wendy's channel. If you want to see the live stream that Dave and Colleen and I did at Beachside, it is on Gulf Island Rock. And that's how you got to make sure you write the YouTube channel properly. You put it in properly, enter it into the search, or it doesn't come up. So with Dave's channel, it's White With, capital W, and then with is like kind of like one word, but with a capital W. White, capital W, with capital W, and then Dreamy Eyes that's the second words is capital D, and then I for E for eyes, right? So Dreamy Eyes, all one word. Yeah. We might come to Canada when I'm 19 to drink. Yeah, you can definitely drink when you're 19. It's funny because when I lived on the mainland Gem State Tropic, I lived right on the border, like right on the U.S., right near the U.S. boundary of Washington State. And there was a place, a pub called Smugglers. It was called Smugglers Inn, right on the Canadian side of the border. So Americans would come over, like 19-year-olds like you, and they would drink in that pub. Because in the States, you got to be 21 in Washington. And I'll tell you something really interesting. The first time I got married in 1986, in the summer of 86, I got married in Hawaii. I got married at the base of Diamond Head on the island of Oahu. And the drinking age was 18. I think it was 18. And so my wife was 19 and she could drink, right? So she could drink that year we got married. We went out to a luau and this and that, or out for dinner, and she could drink. The next year, so the time that had lapsed, the year had lapsed. So we went home, and the next year we came back. By the time we came back, they changed the drinking age to 21. They changed the drinking age to 21. I was old enough to drink, but she wasn't old enough. She was only 20. Yeah, she was 20 the next year we went back, so she wasn't old enough to drink. But the first time we went she was old enough to drink because she was 19 and the drinking age was 18, and then they raised it up, right? But anyway, yeah, come up to Canada. You'll like it. It's fun. What kind of climate do you think the inside of a house is? Kind of climate. It just depends how cold your house is. Like our house right now is pretty warm. Right now it's probably about 70. I'm going to say in here right now, it's probably about 73 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm not too sure what it would be on the Köppen climate classification map, but it would certainly be like living in a maybe California. It'd probably be like Southern California inside our house right now. That's what it'd be like probably in the wintertime. It's quite nice. So anyway, I'm sure Gem State Tropics, all these silly restrictions will be dumped off soon, and they will be done with the border. I'm talking about the border. Everything else is done here, but the border things, and we'll be able to travel freely again. Because the guy running our country is the laughing stock of the world. Denmark has dropped everything. It's totally, completely done with all the nonsense, and a lot of countries are. We're the only country, and people are really upset about it. There's millions and millions of Canadians that are very upset what's going on right now, and they better watch it, man. There's all these freedom convoys going on. There's a lot of rebels here, put it that way, a lot of rebels, and it shows up when you watch their live streams. But anyway, yeah, when you come up to Canada, you can have some Canadian beer. At 19 years of age, you can go to any pub you want and kick back and have a Molson Canadian, right? I'm gonna get you a video here. You'll probably really like it. Let's just see. I'll send you a good one here. You'll like it. Here's a really, you're going to like this one. And they probably couldn't even show this on TV anymore. This was a TV commercial for Molson Canadian beer. You're going to like this. By the way, beaver is another word for a woman's private part. So watch this commercial, man. You'll laugh. It's funny. So this commercial came out many, many moons ago. It's a vintage video, Molson Canadian beer commercial. And there's no way they'd ever show that on TV now. Too many people get offended. So, but watch this one, Gem State Tropics. Watch this video. Watch this link. You're going to have a good laugh. And like I said, beaver is another word for a woman's private parts in Canada. I don't know if you call that in the States, but you'll see it in this video, and it's funny. It's not dirty. It's just funny. And I always get a kick out of this video. I think it's quite hilarious myself. So anyway, Mac Attack, good to have you in there. Gem State Tropics, thank you very much for contributing. That's really nice for you to do that. You come up here, you will definitely get some of my palm seedlings. I would ship you some, but I know they'll get confiscated at the border. It's happened too many times now. I've had bigger ones actually taken away too. Shipments to Texas, bigger ones where I actually bare rooted bigger palms, and they took them. And that was the end of those. I got a letter in the mail. So isn't that a great commercial, Mac Attack? Isn't that great? That is a totally funny commercial. I love the Molson Canadian commercials were the best. Yeah, I know. You could make jokes about things and people didn't get offended. But nowadays, people get offended by her. Isn't that great? Isn't that funny, Gem State Tropics? So, like I said, beaver in Canada is another word for a woman's private parts. So that's why I have to laugh when I see that commercial. It is funny. But, yeah, people get offended by stuff. Nothing offends me, okay? Nothing offends me. I don't get offended by stuff. You could say anything you want to me, and I still won't get offended by it. But people are like, oh, how could you say that? I remember I was at the bottle depot one day, and I often bring up this story. And the guy that works at the bottle, like you're cashing in your bottles for money, right? So I'm at the bottle depot to exchange it. And I'm talking to the guy that works there. His name was Derek, and he was a fisherman in Nova Scotia. And he was talking about, tuna fishing and how you kill the tuna and you have to kill some of the fish and how you gut them out and stuff like that. And there's a lady over there, not even part of the conversation. She happens to be in the bottle depot sorting her bottles. And she turns around and she goes, "Excuse me." This is what she says. And we both look at her. She goes, "Excuse me, I'm a vegetarian." This is what she says. She said it to the wrong person, I can tell you that. And I says, "Yeah, that's nice." Anyway, Derek, how did you say you killed those tuna? That's exactly what I said. She's like, she says, "Excuse me, I'm a vegetarian." It reminds me of the Jim Carrey skit. Have you ever seen that? The environmental guy? Oh, You got to see. I'm gonna post you another link. You're gonna laugh. This is a good one. This is a really good one. You're gonna laugh at this one. Environmental. Jim. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Okay, you want a good laugh? You want a good laugh? Here's a good laugh for you. Gem State Tropics. Have you ever seen this one? Watch this one. Mac Attack. You can't acknowledge the fact. She probably had her shoes were probably made out of leather too. It's fun offending people. Hey, Gem State Tropics, look at this link I just posted. You'll like this one, man. It is funny. Nothing. You know what? Actually, I'll tell you what does offend me. People that beat women, children, and abuse animals. That bothers me. I don't know if it offends me, but it makes me angry. So maybe not offends me, but makes me angry. But anything else, really, I don't get offended. There's nothing that offends me. Oh,
Tuna.
Liz, come here, hot wife. Come here, hot wife. No. She brought me dinner. You know what she brought me? She brought me sushi. I want to put some hot sauce on it. She brought me tuna, sushi, and potato salad. But I'm going to put some of Dave's hot sauce on that he brought me. Have you seen that one, Gem State Tropics? It's funny. I'll eat a nice cut of salmon in her. Oh, yeah, do that, please, Mac Attack. Canada have the same stupid hate crime laws. Anything that could offend somebody get. Oh, yeah, it's bull crap. I can't even say stuff on Twitter anymore because I get censored. Wendy, our Lord Savior, that met me. Oh, it's good, man. This is a good meal. I made pasta for Dave and Colleen. So this is sushi. Here, we'll put this down here so you can see it. Sushi. We got tuna. There's tuna in there too. You see the tuna? I don't know if you can see that here. There you go. Tuna is here, and then there's sushi with tuna in it, and then but I got to get some hot. Wait here, guys. I have to put some hot sauce on this. Wendy's a really good cook. I'm gonna load her up with some hot sauce. I'll be right back, guys. You know what? Hang on. I gotta put hot sauce on it. Okay, guys, I'm coming, and I feel bad eating in front of you guys. I wish you were here. I could share. Dave's hot sauce. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna try it with the hot sauce. Let's see. I'm gonna try it with the hot sauce, and there's the hot sauce on there. That kicks up the potato salad 2 notches. That hot sauce that Dave got, and I wish Dave was in here. Where is Dave? That hot sauce is amazing. Holy diner. And this sushi. Oh. It's peach hot sauce. Yeah. From Prince George. It's so good. Really, really good. You know what? I actually got to put some more on it. I'm going to go grab some more. Hang on. I'm going to leave my food here. Don't eat this food. I'm leaving it right beside the computer. You guys do not touch that food. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that. Let me grab the hot sauce. I need the hot sauce. Okay. There it is, man. There's the hot sauce. Check her out. This stuff, it has a little bit of a peachy flavor. Okay, sorry, guys. I feel bad in front of you, actually. I do. Load her up. I usually put Frank's hot sauce on everything, but right now we're using the Haunted Peach. Spicy peach. That is some of the best hot sauce I've ever tasted. I might actually have to send Dave some money to ship me some more when this stuff runs out, because that is just freaking awesome. Oh, and it's not super killer hot. It's kind of like, I think it's about as hot as Frank's hot sauce, but it's got this, and it even kind of has this peachy smell to it. Oh, man. Anyway, I think my live streams have turned more into podcasts about food, travel. Yeah, we can complain about a few things here, weather, palms. So it's not all about palms. I know I used to say palmcast before, but we talk about a little bit of everything here, and I think maybe that makes it more interesting. You guys are awesome for joining in. I appreciate you guys joining in the live stream too.
I like when the hot sauce isn't too.
Yeah, exactly. Where it doesn't, that's right, Mac Attack. So this is like that. Anyway, it's got 3 peppers on it. It's got 3 chili peppers on the side, if that means anything. The hottest sauce I have is called Dave's Insanity. And a friend of mine shipped it to me from Ontario, and it is really hot. 1 drop makes the chili hot. And yeah, Banana Joe's. Oh, that's good. Oh, that is so good. Oh my God, guys. Sorry. Oh, I put a lot on there. Maybe that is kind of hot. Guess what? It makes me sneeze. Hot sauce. I sent you a bunch. Excuse me. Hot sauce makes me sneeze. It's like putting pepper up my nose. Excuse me. Man. Raw and unedited. How's it going there, Cat 631? No beer. We drank the last ones the other day. You might not get kicked off of Spotify if you start. I should go to Spotify. I don't, like I say, I can't stand censorship, and that's why I'm really disliking Facebook now. I've been on Facebook since 2007, and you got to really watch what you say on Facebook, or even posting pictures of stuff. It's like, come on, bunch of babies, bunch of little whiners. Maybe Elon Musk needs to buy Facebook. Thanks, Blastoff. Unfortunately, I'll have to go to Facebook after and check some stuff out because Mike did send me pictures. That's pretty damn good, man. So in the potato salad, I cut up green olives with pimentos, and I also cut up celery and dill pickles. Yeah, I just think censorship is totally wrong. And you know what? Justin Castro wants to censor the media too. That's what he wants to do. He wants to censor the media. That's communist to me, man.
There are documentaries on animals that are. There are documentaries on animals, etc. Are there?
I don't know. Is there documentaries on palms? I don't think I've ever seen a documentary on a palm. That would be a good documentary, you know? Mm-hmm. I would like that. A documentary on palms. Mm-hmm. I think I need some more hot sauce here. Man. Well, you know what? I have books on palms. So my documentary on palms is basically in book form, right? I got lots of books on palm trees. These are good. These are good books, and it's just full of color photos too. All the information you need on palm trees. For all my palmy friends out there,
Need to head out now because I have 5 a.m. ship. 5 a.m. Wow.
I've seen. Hey, thanks, Gem State Tropics. Totally appreciate it, buddy. Thank you very much. When you come up here, I will get you some palm seedlings. So you better make it to Salt Spring Island one day, right? We're really not that far away. Matter of fact, you can get into British Columbia. You can get into southern British Columbia from Idaho. Idaho borders British Columbia, and so does Montana, part of Montana, Washington State, all of Washington State along the northern part. And we can even get into Alaska from British Columbia, and the Yukon, and Northwest Territories, and Alberta. Mm-hmm. Thanks, bro. Hang loose and have a good one out there. Have a good night. What's left of it? I think you guys are about an hour ahead of us, right? 6:51 p.m. Pacific time here. Are you guys an hour ahead of us? You guys are maybe Mountain time? Can be a problem. Driving through Idaho. I've always wanted to go to Idaho, man. 7:51. 7:51. Okay. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Idaho. It's always interested me. I've talked there lots of times on my radio. You know that? I got a lot of postcards from Idaho. Okay. You know what? I really should go too. I really should go. And the thumbnail for this video is of me and my friend Karina. Okay, you have a good dinner, buddy, and have a good time at work. Okay, thank you so much, Gem State Tropics. And 356 BYU, good to have you back in there. So the some people wonder, why you put that thumbnail on there? Who is that? So the thumbnail is of my friend Karina and me. Karina works at El Loco Taco restaurant in town. And one night I was there for dinner and I left my lights on in my truck and my truck wouldn't start. My truck wouldn't start, 356. And so Karina came out. She said, no problem, Joe. I'll give you a jump start. So, and it was late at night too. And she kind of saved my night. Karina saved my night. And I says, Karina, I will carve you a tiki. So I carved her one of my tikis because I'm known here for carving tikis. They're folk art tikis. And I gave her a tiki. So that was kind of me presenting her the tiki, and Wendy took the picture. So that's why I decided to use that as the thumbnail. Karina is a super sweet gal. Very, very nice gal. And like-minded too. Okay. So, you know what? I hope all is well in Louisiana. I know it's hot. Probably hot, toasty down there. I need some more of my hot sauce. Where did I put my hot sauce? This hot sauce is the bomb. You know what? And I'm sure 356 BYU uses Louisiana hot sauce. So 356 BYU, I'm big into hot sauces. There's the one I'm using right now. Haunted Peach hot sauce. Spicy peach hot sauce. Brought to me from my friend Dave, YouTuber White with Dreamy Eyes from Prince George. He stayed here for a couple of days, him and his daughter. So, okay, 3M. Yeah, I got to roll too. I got to go downstairs and I'm going to eat my dinner. And it's really sunny out. I want to go outside. It's just absolutely beautiful out. So you guys take care. Thank you so much for joining in the live stream. I hope you guys have a great night. And check out more of my podcasts here. And also see you, Jason. And on my other channel, Jungle Joe C Video Gates. You're in a long time, bro. I can't stand eat. Oh, really? You don't like hot stuff? I don't like, you know what, 356? I don't like it too hot. I like it about as hot as Frank's hot sauce. And this stuff's like Frank's hot sauce. It kicks it up a notch, gives it a bit of zing. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you, Mac Attack. Good to have you in there, buddy. Joe, don't forget Facebook. Yes, I'll have to check that out after dinner. I'll have to go in there and check out that stuff because I haven't been on Facebook very much. I've been kind of avoiding it just because every time I open my mouth on there or print something or post something, I get booted off, right? Anyway, so you guys take care out there. And hey, 356, you must like Frank's hot sauce. Frank's, like I say, isn't that hot. And this guy's only got 3 peppers on it. It's not like it has these ghost peppers in it. I watch those videos sometime where, a YouTuber will go up and he'll ask somebody if they want to eat a hot pepper for $20. And they say, yeah, no problem. It's one of those Carolina Reapers, those ghost peppers. And they're like in agonizing pain. It's like, no, thanks. That's too hot for me. This is about as hot as I go. Frank's. I don't mind Louisiana hot sauce. That's pretty good too. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's what I've been talking about. The best burger ever. Wendy, I've been talking about that all day today. I said, Wendy, I'm going to A&W tomorrow to get the best burger ever with the deep fried pickles. How was it? How was the best? I'm getting it tomorrow. How was that best burger ever? Let me know. I want to know how good it was. I'm going off island tomorrow and I'm going to get the best burger ever. I was off island a week and a half ago and I ordered the best burger ever and they gave me the wrong burger. I said, this doesn't taste like the best burger ever. It didn't have deep fried pickles in it. It was, enjoy your dinner, man. We'll catch you some soon, bro. Yes, yeah. And the X-Land around we'll catch you. Yeah. Okay. I will catch you on the band there, my friend. 356 BYU, and we'll get you on another video gate for sure. Thanks for popping in here as well to Banana GSSI. This is actually my main YouTube channel. I've had it quite a long time. I love deep fried pickles. Oh, man. Okay. Thanks, Mac Attack. I've been talking about grilled onions. Oh, okay. Tomorrow I'm getting that, and I'll shoot a video of it. I'll shoot a video of the best burger ever. It may be on Wendy's YouTube channel, and maybe it'll be on mine too. Cool. I'm excited. I've been thinking about that all day. The best burger ever from A&W. It was fantastic. All right. 356. Take care, buddy. All right. I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned for a video. The best burger ever from A&W. That'll be a good video. All right, guys. Take care. I got to roll. I'm going to go down to the kitchen and eat, and then I'm going to head outside and check out the garden. Walk around the garden. All right. Cheers to you guys. You're awesome. Have a good night and have a better day tomorrow. And 356 BYU, we will see you out there in DX land. The camera's running for a video gate. We'll get you on another video gate. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot for joining in the podcast /live stream. Bye for now. Ending it.